So what you just mentioned here, Reese, that is exactly the reason that we, as an integrator, act as an ignition-only project, because, as you said, affordable and unlimited, no restrictions, and scalable and future-proof. What's not to like about ignition, right? So we have decided to take the unlimited and the no restrictions mindset of ignition one step further, because we're very focused on also giving the clients, our clients, the capability of being in control themselves, which is something that is appreciated. And that is also the case here with the project that I'm going to show here today. Our client Novafos, which is a water and wastewater municipality company in Denmark. And as you can see here from the numbers, it's just huge. And we have devices in the thousands and tags in the 100,000s. So they had a number of challenges when we met them the first time. We have been involved in this project for a while, and our first take on this, on our first work, was around cybersecurity, architecture, and building a toolbox for drag and drop templates for them to organize the rollout plan. So let's have a look at the problems they faced. So Novafos became Novafos as a result of a number of smaller companies merged into one huge utility company. So reasonably to act or to think that they had a number of different SCADA systems. They had historically had different systems from iFix to X and also others, and they were running in different versions on different servers. And of course, historically they had no way of unifying their naming conventions or anything around that. So resulting in high maintenance costs. And therefore, Novafos said early on in the process, we have some business needs that we have identified, and we need something that is scalable. We don't know how this will look in the future. We know how it looks now, but we need a scalable architecture. We need something that is more cyber secure than what we have today. We expect future threats, and we expect these things to be even more important in the future, which they turned out to be. And they talked about design principles that should be aligned, and whatever we can talk about here. I'll come back to that a bit later. So based on that, they opted for an ignition solution. So they said we replace the entire SCADA system we have today, or the SCADA systems in plural, with an ignition-based solution. And that's the decision they opted for. And I think the main thing they got out of this is the uniform design, uniform naming convention around that, and then the scalability. And that's one of the things where the benefits of the licensing model of ignition really played in well here with the business needs of Novafos. So we started out with building an architecture, something like this. It has changed slightly since then. There's nothing special in this. You can actually find this as a standard ignition architecture. It serves two purposes. It is cyber secure and can be made as cyber secure as you want, and it's scalable. And that was very, very important for Novafos from the very beginning. When you talk about hundreds of thousands of tags, then scalability is just a big thing. And the unlimited licensing model made a difference to them. So what do they have today? They have a SCADA system based on ignition, where they have met their business needs. They have, and I would like to emphasize here, the fact that unlimited devices and unlimited tags, that has mattered a lot to this project. It has made a huge difference to the overall cost side of things for Novafos. And that just matters when you deal with a project of this magnitude. Furthermore, just a brief introduction here to one of the things that we've done. It's a pump station, and we have introduced high performance HMI here, which is also one of the things they wanted, so that they had more uniform design across everything they do. So to wrap it up, I would say essentially our clients, they do not really care whether you call it SCADA or MES. The line between these two, that becomes very blurred nowadays. That's our experience, at least. So they have some business needs, and they think a lot about how do we create a situation for ourselves where we are less dependent on future costs, where we have more freedom, where we have more flexibility, and that's where the licensing model plays a huge role. So we have said, and that's our mantra here in Enuda, that start small and be use case driven. So have something to show for yourself. And again, here the license model plays nicely in, because as you showed, Reese, here yourself, you can get started at a relatively low cost. You have unlimited devices, tags, clients, or users it will be, and views and whatnot. So you can get started, and that means that the licensing model can actually make it possible for you to get started, and then you do not have to fear that, yeah, but if this is a success story, what is then going to happen in the future? And when our clients really realize this, when they really understand this, that this is truly unlimited, then what we experience is that ideas just pop up everywhere from different departments and different sides of the company. And these are all great ideas, and they flow a lot. So as a matter of fact, we might have to, or we do have once in a while, to fight this start small thing, because the ideas are just popping up everywhere. And so whether it's a smaller project or a big one like Novafos, the fact is that the licensing model just supports the way this is done.